Hey, Eve, I want to give a little tour of Manhattan, Kansas, and show off FSD a little bit while I make this video. Can you create some kind of navigation tour for us of the town?
Sure. For a fun tour of Manhattan, Kansas, let's hit these spots. Kansas State University first, then Aggieville, Manhattan Arts Center, Sunset Zoo, Linear Trail, and end downtown. Starting navigation to them in order now.
All right, let's do it.
Route set with 6 stops around Manhattan, Kansas. First to Kansas State University, 1.5 miles away, 4 minutes. Enjoy the FS.
Okay, so this will be interesting because these are, I guess, spots that you would take someone perhaps. But like when it says it's going to KSU, I don't know where it's going to go there. Maybe like the one of the main entrances. I don't know if it's going to try to park or if it's just going to drive by. We can look here. So right now I'm in sloth mode, so I'm going to change that to standard mode. It says it's going to park on the street at our first stop at KSU. So we can see, kind of get a preview of where it's going to take us. Just I guess on the east, towards the east end of campus, or into Jardine Drive. I'm already getting a warning because I'm looking at the screen too much. And then Aggieville, so I guess it'll just take us down Morrow. And then the Arts Center. They have a parking lot, so we'll probably pull into there. Well, that was new. I just noticed that as we went by that school zone sign. Okay, so sometimes when I go through a school zone during a weekday when school is in session, it will slow down to 20, even though it's not the school zone hours, which is usually when the kids are coming and going to school, not all day. So it's fixed that. I just got an update, I think 2 days ago, and it looks like it recognizes the school zones, but it's not going to just slow down outside those hours. That's good. So, of course, the big Tesla news now is that FSD will be subscription only. I bought mine when I bought the car up front, so hopefully I'll get the unsupervised if they ever come out with that. If everything stays just the way it is, I'm pretty happy with it. It does some weird things, like sometimes it will pull into my neighbor's driveway, sometimes it doesn't. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. Put my sunglasses on. I see a lot of Rivians around town. Looks like my the camera that I'm using to record the screen here is wobbling quite a bit, so I can either use some stabilization in post-production. This isn't a really good tripod I've got it on. Well, I'm just using my phone holder, phone mount. So that's something I'll fix for the next one. See if they hit the button. Okay, so it's almost kind of like it's just going to touch the campus, and then I don't know what it's going to do. According to the map down here, it's just going to kind of go into campus a little bit, and then turn. It doesn't even look like it has a U-turn planned. It's just this. I've never seen it do this before. Well, I'm curious. That's why this is fun. Just waiting to see what the robot's going to do. Put my head out. Okay, so it's turning into this parking lot. It's set to street parking. So we are technically on K-State campus right now. So if I was giving a tour to somebody, I could say, hey, you can go home and tell everybody you've been to K-State. I think it usually likes to park between destinations. I have never seen it just hit a waypoint and keep going. Okay, so it's going to grab this nice little narrow spot here. I'm just going to let it do its thing. See if I can do this whole little tour without any interventions. It is really sunny out today. Okay, welcome to K-State. All right, next destination is Aggieville. So obviously I live here, so I know all these places. But I guess this would be kind of cool next time I take a trip to tell, and it's a city or an area that I'm unfamiliar with, to have it give me a tour. And I wonder if I could turn on Grok and have her give me information. Hey, Eve, as we take this tour of Manhattan, can you give me some information? Like right now we're headed to Aggieville. What can you tell me about Aggieville and the history of Aggieville?
Aggieville is a lively 6-block district in Manhattan, Kansas, packed with bars, restaurants, shops, and entertainment, serving Kansas State University students since 1889. It started as a student bookstore near campus to avoid muddy treks downtown, growing from cornfields into the iconic Aggieville hub, nicknamed after the old Aggies mascot.
What did the mascot look like? Because now it's like Willie the Wildcat or something. So they had a different mascot back then?
Yes, back then they were the Aggies, reflecting the agricultural college roots, with no specific costumed mascot like today. The Wildcat name started in 1915, stuck from 1920, and Willie the Wildcat debuted in 1947 as a person in a red-brown wildcat suit with black stripes and a tail.
I see a certain iconic image of a wildcat, like a profile of a cat that's on the helmets and everything. Is that trademarked? I wonder if you need to get permission to use that.
Yes, that's the trademarked PowerCat logo, owned by Kansas State University and protected through their licensing program. You need official permission or a license to use it on merchandise or anything commercial.
Who is the famous football coach from a few years ago? He's retired now, but they won a lot of games with him.
That's Bill Snyder, the legendary coach who turned around Kansas State football starting in 1989. He retired in 2018 with 215 wins, 2 Big 12 titles, and the stadium named after him.
Does he own any of the rights to the logos or any type of iconography for the team?
No, Bill Snyder commissioned the PowerCat logo from artist Tom Bookwalter in 1989, but the university owns the trademarks and licensing rights. Bookwalter holds the copyright with royalties from K-State, not Snyder.
What do you estimate his royalties at?
In 2016, K-State earned about $1.4 million in licensing royalties from the PowerCat and other marks. Tom Bookwalter gets roughly 7% of that, so around $100,000 that year, though exact current figures aren't public.
Yeah, that's not bad. Did he go to K-State for his design degree?
No. Tom Bookwalter got his undergraduate art degree from Emporia State University, then studied at Art Center College of Design in Los Angeles. He later taught art at Kansas.
Okay, so it's giving us a choice here. I think I'm going to take this one. This is more of an Aggieville route. So that's not an intervention. That's just choosing which route to take. Otherwise, it was going to kind of keep us on Bluemont, and then we'd take a right on 12th Street. This one will take us straight into Aggieville and let you see a little bit more of Aggieville. I'm surprised it didn't actually choose that one. Although the one that it was going to take is quicker and more efficient, but this is more of a sightseeing route. And I'm sure that the nav didn't take that into account. Someday Grok, I think, will be tied in more tightly into the nav and the car. So I can just ask it things like how much battery power is left on my car. I don't think it can answer that now. So we have a stop sign. This guy has no stop sign, so we will wait for him. It'll be interesting to see where it tries to park here. Right now it's set for street parking, so I'll just leave it at that. We'll let it try to find a street spot. I'm curious to see what happens when the day comes where there's an emergency situation, and if I will just let FSD do the whole thing, like some kind of high speed, like a deer runs out or something, if I will be able to resist the urge to take over, or if I will do what I think I should do, which is just trust it and just completely let the car do its thing, because I bet it would probably be better at handling a deer running out in the road than I am. I don't know if there's any street parking here. The police spot might be open. It would be funny if it tries to park there. If it is open and it doesn't park there, that would be pretty cool. So we'd rather take this little tiny space than the big space up there, but it doesn't matter to me because I'm not driving. That is a tight spot. Oh, this is fun. This is cool. Are you just going to stop right here? What are you going to do? Is this going to be our first intervention? All right, I'm going to give it a few seconds. Technically, we're in Aggieville. Hit the gas a little bit. Just a tap. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I basically just nudged the pedal a little bit. Okay. So that was an intervention, like the most minimal intervention I've ever done. All right, so our next stop is the Manhattan Art Center. Let's see if we can get out of here. I'm gonna have to give it a little gas again. Well, don't put yourself in these tiny spots if you can't do it. All right, tap the pedal again a little bit. That was a tiny spot. This is funny. So just because I'm doing like trying to let it just do its own thing, if I hadn't been making this video, I would have just driven up here and had it parked there or parked there myself. And we never would have seen that crazy tiny little parking space, what it put itself through. So I'm thinking in the future, one of my videos is going to be delivering DoorDash. And I'm going to come up with some challenges where I'm going to see if I can do, let's say, an hour of door dashing with 0 interventions, which is probably unlikely. But I'll keep score. It will be like, you know, we'll start with 100 points in every intervention. It's like -10 or something. Or I'll come up with some scoring system, and that way we can keep track of, maybe as they update the FSD versions, we can keep track of the score and see if it's improving. I mean, I guess I could keep this route that we just did. I wish I could just save it, like say save this route. I don't know if it would do that or not. I don't want to mess with it right now. But that would be something I could do where it's like, you know, we do this exact same route every time they come out with an update, and I see how it does. Anything different or not. Of course, we have variables like the weather and the traffic. I could try to do it. It is right now Thursday at almost 2 p.m., so I guess I could try to make it the same day of the week and time of the day. Well, after the first video I did last week, I installed DaVinci Resolve because it's free, and I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and I played around with it a little bit. The resulting video, as you might have seen, it was more of a proof of concept that I had uploaded to YouTube. It was really bad. This one should be better. They should just keep improving, both content-wise and production-wise. Okay, so here is the Manhattan Arts Center. Right now it is set for parking in a parking lot. Okay, it's on the line a little bit. Oh, it's going to fix it. Good. I wish there was a way that you could tell it to park in a, like, way at the other end of this lot, away from other cars, so people don't door ding you. All right, what's our next stop? The Sunset Zoo. Let's do it. Do-ding. Oh, the battery's almost dead on my 360 camera. So when we get to the zoo, I'm going to swap the battery. We will be there in 3 minutes. I hope I have 3 minutes of battery left on here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's getting very hot up there too, sitting out in the sun. It looks like on the suction cup mount that I'm using for the 360 camera, it looks like there's a spot underneath there where I could mount a external battery, except I don't think I can plug a battery into it because I'm using the USB port for the wireless mic. Never mind. So where did it have us going after the zoo? Oh, linear trail and then downtown Manhattan. So I think once we get there and I have to change the battery, I'll just turn all the cameras off and then turn them all back on again. Just to keep the file sizes reasonable. There's the high school off to the right. My kid's in there. Oh, so it didn't pull into the zoo. Interesting. That's... And the nav wanted us to... Okay, the nav messed up. So then I wonder if the map is bad, because it looks like it thinks that there's an old driveway there that doesn't exist anymore. All right, let's see what it does to fix itself. I'm going to go back and check that because they have redesigned that parking lot in the past couple of years. So if OpenStreetMap thinks that there's a driveway there where there isn't, I will fix that. All right, I'm going to change the battery in the camera.